I will be paying attention to all of your careers with great interest. What is up, everyone? Welcome to another Age of Empires 2 multiplayer battle replay, a 2v2 this time. Coming to you once again from Bishamentin, playing as the Turks. And on the other side of the map, or rather his ally, showing off Fog of War here, is... I have no idea how that... He hasn't... I'll say Pick. Okay, POIC is Pick. Playing as the Celts in red. On the other team, we have yellow player... Douche. I'm gonna call him Douche. Okay, it's probably Deuce, but I'm gonna call him Douche. Playing as the Teutons or the Teutonic Order, and in yellow, and finally his ally in bright green, the Franks. Noob exclamation mark. And why do I feel like Noob is gonna be actually the most, like, the sweatiest player here in this match? It's gonna be a complete misnomer. Oh, that's strong. Bishamentin is already starting up. The lumber camp. Here, he tends to go for that very early. Just throw down the lumber camp. None of these players have any, like, forests right next to the town center, so it makes sense, I guess, to go for the lumber camp. Not a lot of area for walling up, though. The tree clusters are pretty far apart. This is the Arabia map, I think. It seems to be a pretty popular one. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna see a lot of building walls or house walls unless they're getting really ambitious with the resources. What's the resource situation looking like? There's two gold mine clusters right next to each other near the Franks. Plenty of stone to go around. We've got one relic here. There's also two gold clusters nearby. Another one here. Some more towards the middle of the map. Pick also has quite a bit of gold. He's bringing back his sheep as well, as is normal for this stage of the of the match. And finally, Heli's resource situation is he has some gold and stone locked down tight in this corner of the map. Early a scout on scout fight, and he's sending in the villager to give him a bit of an edge, but I think, well, I guess the Franks realize they're gonna lose this. One villager and a scout. No, Bishamentin, the Turks are gonna be winning that fight. Also very neck and neck in terms of points. They're all like literally the same amount of points, or just 10 points separated at this point in the game. Already setting up a mill. Pick is bringing back the boar, and he might lose this villager. Oh no, oh no, oh no, you screwed up, you messed up. You messed up, you messed up, you messed up. Well, that was close. It was a close call indeed. That was a pretty close call against the boar, but he got the boar, and it's the result that counts, I guess, right? And then we got any boars here have been collected by the Turks. There's one nearby. He's not yet. Oh, there's two actually right next to each other. Is he gonna attack him? Is he gonna attack it? No, he's going around it. The Teutonic Order has arrived, and they are, I'm gonna refer to them as Teutonic Order. I don't care if anyone says, oh no, it's actually not them. Ooh, they're never, oh whoa, they're actually really close. I did not realize. It's always deceptive, Age of Empires maps sometimes, how close you are to the enemy base. But it seems like, since he's already, let's do this from Noob's perspective. Let's turn on Fog of War. So he's already scouted out this part of the map. He's already seen Bishamentin's villagers here, so He knows that, you know, it's probably a good idea to maybe wall up in this section, or at least build his barracks really close. And he's also got the boar back. Yep, the boar has been killed right under the town center shade. Perfect spot. But he has not scouted much of the map, it seems, so far. Let's see this from Douche's perspective. Yeah, he has scouted out both enemy camps. He scouted out Pick's camp, and he scouted out Bisham Minton's camp. Let's go to Pick's perspective. He has just scouted out. I think he's close to discovering the enemy camp. Already getting a barracks up. Okay, it seems pretty early for a barracks. Though we have two players who already built a barracks. It seems pretty early for that. I usually see that people like delay to the next stage, since you don't really go for that many military units anyway at this point. But maybe he's just having it set up ready to go for the moment he arrives in the next stage. I know, like, when I was playing the game, I can't because I'm not sweaty enough to actually be competitive at it. I would always try to build as much as I can in the first stage, like the barracks or the stables, and sorry, no, the barracks first, and also a lumber camp, just to have as much down as possible before things start to heat up in the second stage and going forward. I try to get as much out of the way as I possibly can, because my micro is not very good. Oh, look, we got militia. We got a militia fight. We got an early militia raid. It doesn't look like much, but this could be potentially fatal in the long term. That's unless, wait, did he not lose? He didn't lose a single. Wait, did Bisham Minton even lose a single villager there? I'm not sure. I'm not sure, because if he did not lose a single villager, then that raid was kind of a waste of resources for the Franks. Got one farm set up. Pick is actually setting up a wall here, so he's using the gold mine as part of the wall, supplementing the wall with the gold mine, and he's got a barracks right next to it. Oh, never mind. I said I wasn't expecting people to wall up in this match, but it seems like they're pretty damn ambitious. Okay. Anyone else over here building walls? You got a bunch of people advancing into the feudal age. Bisham Minton and Pick have both advanced into the feudal age first. The other team is on the way there. Let's switch back to Bisham Minton's perspective. Yeah, he's making the transition over to farms. I think the berries are... No, there's still a decent amount of food to be gotten from the berries. He's exhausted the food supply of deer. I don't think... He hasn't scouted out this area. I wonder, like, that's quite a lot of meat you're leaving behind. There's 2 sheep over here. There's 2 sheep. He also hasn't discovered the gold mine there. That's going to become useful if this game runs on very long, as they often do. A lot of deer over here. Yellow mining stone. Why? Oh, Pick is asking why Yellow is mining stone. And Yellow is actually setting up a house wall really far forward. Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. So very observant players. I saw a lot of mostly open terrain. I just assumed like nobody's gonna wall up here, but they are actually walling up. And they're walling up pretty far forward. And they're also being very efficient about it, so that he used the barracks here and he's using his houses to do it. But again, as I always have to repeat, like this goes both ways, as in like you're also blocking your own passage through that area. Noob, let's check out these players' economies. Noob is pretty advanced in his economy. Let me check his resources. So yeah, he's gotten quite a few farms set up. 2 lumber mills. Building his stables currently. He also has a watchtower. Okay, interesting. I'm curious to see, is he gonna go, is he gonna lean into the offensive factor? He started off with the militia raid, but it didn't come to much. So is he gonna commit more to that strategy, or is he just gonna back off and realize, I'm not gonna spend any more on fruitless raids. I'm gonna save my resources for one decisive push. And speaking of raids, and speaking of militia raids, there is a militia raid into the Teutonic Order territory. He managed to get through before he walled up. I don't know what he's doing here. He's just scouting this area out. No idea. Well, the Celts are roaming about in Teutonic Order lands, and I think, yeah, he's gonna... Yeah, here it starts. Here starts the economy disruption. And the villagers get sent back in. And even though the militia are just gonna die inevitably, that's about maybe 10 seconds of lost villager time. So, and that's per villager. Like, we're talking about each villager lost a couple of seconds to gathering time. Like, his entire food economy just came to a halt for a few seconds, which is, at this point in the match especially, it can lead to a snowballing advantage for the other side. Pick has finished most of his fortifications. There's still a gap here that it needs to cover. Let's check what he's fortified. So he has a lot of trees here. He doesn't have any resource. Well, he has the gold mine here that he's currently mining, but I want to see this from his perspective. So if he knew what was here, yeah, he has not scouted out this area, so he does not know about the house wall, but he could finish the wall over here and basically secure the territory for himself and have this entire corner to himself. Noob has already advanced to the castle age. Okay. Yeah, Noob is advanced to the castle age. Douche is mining stone, even though he's still in the feudal age. He's definitely preparing for something. You see someone mining stone at this point in the match. He's trying something, and this Pick was trying to construct a forward watchtower and got interrupted by a wolf there, but doesn't seem to have lost any villagers. I know how that feels, you know, when you send villagers forward and you don't account for the fact that they might get attacked by a wolf. Oh, okay, this is interesting. So he's building up walls and an archery range. This just got a lot more interesting. And a watchtower as well. Okay. Is he gonna build a forward military camper? And does the Teutonic Order have any military? It doesn't seem like it. So there's no military response. Though the Franks are very close by. And they have a few knights. They could have easily stopped this if they were aware. I want to see this from Douche's perspective. So yeah, he definitely knows something is up here, and that's interesting. So he did it specifically to stop him from mining stone, and now he also has, yeah, he has the ability to just trickle archers into this area and start taking pot shots at villagers and causing more economic disruption. Okay, this is really interesting. I like seeing this. I like seeing this scrappy gameplay from these players. Like they come up with all these neat little tricks like on the fly. Like he was not gonna do that if he didn't spot them mining stone at that time. And I think he's very concerned over a castle rush maybe. And I understand it can be a powerful strategy, but is he devoting too many resources to countering that possibility? I have no idea. We'll see about that. We'll see. All right, so we got a bunch of Frankish knights. remaining aloof for the time being, man. If he decides to crash into this gold mine, that could be pretty damn significant. Bishalmenton has a lot. Seems to have quite a few villagers on gold. I don't want to take my eyes off this front for too long. He's also building houses here. Like, what is going on? I understand building a forward base, but with houses, that's... I guess there's a dual advantage of they're a wall and they're also giving a population bonus. But if these houses get destroyed at the wrong time, at the most unfortunate time for himself, and I don't know how he's what he's gonna do about that. And if yellow decided to finish the wall here, he's basically cut off red. He's split red in two. Oh, look at this, and there's something brewing up here, a bit of a conflict. Are we gonna have some endemic warfare here in the center of the map? This is I really hope this comes to something and is not just a wet fart and nothing comes of it. Got a blacksmith here. I want to pay attention to their economies as well. Okay, things got okay, still 2 lumber yards. Got a confrontation between Teutonic spearmen and Celtic archers. Do you mean what's there? Man, Pick, I'll give it to Pick. He's very, very observant. And it seems like he's awoken a sleeping giant, because that is that is no longer just a paltry force of spearmen. There's probably the strongest military on the map, maybe at this point. Never. Oh, I almost missed this. There's a raid going on in Heli's economy. Okay, this is really bad, actually. Holy crap, that's really, really bad. He got his military. He lost quite a large chunk of his military. In fact, maybe his whole military. I don't know. And then his villagers have nowhere to run to. They're getting cut off, and castle rush. Holy crap. We were talking about the castle rush, and it happened on the other side. I was looking at the wrong side of the map, but I think Pick's fears were well founded, because he did prevent one castle rush. It seems like the 2 enemy players were coordinating for a castle rush, but yeah, that's it, Heli. Yo, GG, Heli, you lost your gold mine. I don't know, he's gonna... Heli is not one to quit easily. And in terms of points, he's still leading somehow, miraculously. I guess he has that much in terms of resources. Meanwhile, red, the Celts are hanging in there, but they're... They've denied the Teutonic Order this stone resource, but they might just mine stone somewhere else, I think, right? They gotta have a stone mine somewhere else. Yeah, there's one back here. That they probably... Yeah, they've already discovered it, so they could just shift their focus there. But either way, I think green and yellow are currently the ascendant team right now, because in the battle of forward military bases, I think green has the stronger military base. This is a castle with a siege workshop right next to each other versus... Oh, look at this. He's closing off. He decided, you know what? I'm probably not gonna be able to attack him anytime soon. The rest of his settlement. So instead, I'll just wall off the map and focus maybe on my economy. Also, what on earth is he doing with his gold miners? Does he not have a gold mine set up? What is up with Red's economy? It's looking very, very strange. He does not have a gold mine, like he has not built a mining camp here next to the gold mine, so he's making them walk all the way to this mine here. Okay, interesting. Maybe he's determined that the wood can be put to better use than to save time for mining gold. The Turks are building a castle here. Defensive posture, but I don't know if it's gonna allow them to come back on this loss, and he's losing the market. As always, my Discord members, both of these players on my Discord server, by the way, Bisham Menton and Pick, and they're very, very... They have a certain fetish for building markets. They have a certain fetish for building markets. I don't know what's up with that. And then they just end up clogging the map with trading carts. But I'm not seeing any trading carts in this match for whatever reason. As always, guys, if you enjoy watching the commentary on this action, you can hop on Discord, and if you're an Age of Empires 2 or even Age of Empires 3, I'm completely open to covering replays for pretty much all of the Age games. You can send them my way in Discord, and I'll try to get to them as quickly as possible. Okay, so the Franks have a forward barracks. It's tit for tat right now, so Heli's destroying his barracks with the castle, while the Franks are destroying the market. And I think I don't know. I think the destroying the barracks. So that's a weird visual glitch. Okay. I think the barracks is a higher value target here in this case, or maybe not. He has a barracks really close by. It's not a huge march. So after that brief action, it seems there's a bit of a lull. The Franks are building up their siege force. They're getting ready to just press on, you know, trying to press the advantage and knock Heli out with siege equipment. It seems that's what he's going for. He's building even more barracks. I don't know. I'm not sure what he's up to because I don't see him recruiting unless he's garrisoning them. Maybe he's garrisoning them in the barracks and waiting for the opportune moment to spring his armies forward. And look at this. I wonder how Heli feels seeing them pilfer his gold mine. They're just like, yep, we're setting up shop here. It's funny. It's always funny to see that. Turks are responding with some knights. I don't know why they have knights. It should be Sipahis or whatever. He could actually send a raiding force here. It's not completely closed off. I don't know if Green notices this, but now they've cut away some of the trees now that there's an actual like path into the settlement. Heli could exploit that theoretically, but I think Heli has bigger concerns back home right now. What is going on back here? We got Celtic Knights rushing into the enemy camp. Siege rams, battering rams that just destroyed a mill, but I don't know how valuable they are as a target, but he's gonna lose his... That's a really weird army composition. You're sending in battering rams with crossbowmen, and I'm pretty sure he knows that yellow has a pretty powerful military. Like, he's gonna need more than this, right? They do have a lot of hit points, but still, at least against skirmishers, they're not gonna... he's going for it. Like, you know what? I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do what I can. He's like so committed to it. Holy crap. Battering rams take point. That's not looking... Yo, if he destroyed it now, if he destroyed it right before reaching the Imperial Age, like he's douches researching the Imperial Age, and oh, if he destroyed the town center at this point, that's gonna be significant, and somehow he won that fight. I'm guessing knights are actually that incredibly effective against a horde of skirmishers. Okay, I'm mistaken. I was deceived by the numbers. And on the other end, the Franks are beating them to the punch and destroying the Turks' town center. But again, in terms of points, they're actually really... Oh no, never mind. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong points. But even then, like, Douche is actually behind in terms of points, whereas Heli is ahead of him. Okay, that's interesting. Well, Deuce, what is he up to over here? He's built a weird checkerboard formation with houses, and then he's also building a castle nearby. Okay, maybe he's gonna try and spring something here. But his town center has survived, so I'm guessing yellow and green have maintained their advantage at this point. They're in the lead. We do have some knights attacking the castle, but what for at that point? Yeah, the Franks are the Frankish player is called Noob. I knew that was just like, I knew that was just a top tier deception. And Heli mentioned something about a migration, and there is the great Turkish migration that just happened here. I've seen this in a lot of my replays, and it's always funny to see. But they set up shop in a different corner. And he's got his priorities straight now. I'm gonna see this from his perspective. So he's got a town center here, a castle. He pretty much blew all of his stone on that castle build. Let's see how much it's gonna benefit him. And red is keeping up the pressure here, but these onagers are just not. They're not nearly as sturdy as the battering rams, and they're just getting absolutely devastated. To be fair though, he has really disrupted the yellow's economy. Where are his villagers? Yeah, I guess that's why he's falling behind. He doesn't have as much resources. Like, we look at that crap. It's just a lot of empty farms. And now he's finally sent them back out. Oh yeah, they're probably gonna get attacked again. There's more knights here. He's gonna be working to replace his military units ASAP, no doubt. We got some Turkish settlers, villagers moving in this section, and they're gonna discover. They just discovered this whole Teutonic settlement here, and I wonder what he's gonna do. He's just gonna build a mining. Are you stupid, man? You see that castle there? You do see that castle there. What on earth are you doing? No. Should have noped out of there right away. Well, anyway, this is Noob kicking someone while they're down. And I don't. Let me check something over here. Yeah, he hasn't scouted out much of the map. He does not know anything. Hang on, he does not know anything about the camp that Red has here. Holy crap! Now he does, and he's gonna be surprised. Maybe, I don't know. He has no idea what's happening with his ally. Like, not at least not the full extent of it. And he does not know that Heli has set up shop somewhere else. He just knows that he's unwilling to resign. Well, we'll see how this goes down. We'll see how this settlement, this colony serves pick. So what is he just sending his Frankish knights here in the cluster? What is it, to keep them safe? Watchtower isn't doing too much though, unfortunately. For Pick, his Watchtower is not giving him that much mileage, though it is probably useful as a scouting in a scouting function, just to keep an eye on this area. Yeah, meanwhile, like, in terms of scouting though, like they just, there's so much that they don't know, all of these players each individually. He does not know about none of them have researched cartography, I think. I don't know, they have. They have, but still, like, they haven't scouted out that area. Where are they even targeting? And the war continues in the center of the map. We'll see if our team, Discord team, can actually bring this one back. Bishamantin is surprisingly trailing in terms of points. You don't see that often. Teutons are sending him some knights, 3 knights. Pick says that he's bungled his rush. He mentioned that in the Discord chat, that he attempted to rush over here and it didn't work out, and I think that's what he was going for based on the whole early settlement thing. And then Heli's telling him, no worries, just keep it up, and they're gonna go down kicking. I see. Nothing is impossible, but I simply can't conceive how they could come back from this unless they just, through some incredibly incredible sheer luck, they could probably bring this one back. Red has given up their forward settlement, it seems. So he built a monastery here really late. Is he attempting to spam a monk out there and try and convert some units? Try to shift the tide by converting units? We'll see about that. I have not really seen any like Wololo moments in these replays, which is surprising. The mythical Wololo. He's also building another town center pretty close by. Weird. Meanwhile, yellow has just taken over the map on this side. He's just settled this area with impunity right now. And he's recruiting a bunch of Teutonic Knights. Interestingly though, Pick has not finished off his wall. Like, he started the wall really early, but he just left a huge gap in it for whatever reason. And this would be the time to wall up. You know, they could buy you a bit of time. But in the meantime, yeah, just within the fog of war, the Franks are slowly amassing their forces, it seems, for a final push. Or he's just gonna he's gonna build a town center right on top of the town center, the former town center of the Turks. Now this is true cultural destruction over here. The oft what is he doing? He just discovered this. Oh, he just discovered this. Oh, Pick, that must feel bad. He just discovered this, and I wonder how he feels now. I wonder how he feels now. See, like, that's just, he probably is like, I'm giving up. That's no way he's too exposed on the home front, and he doesn't have the forces to make a push on douche. Celts have some knights roaming around the center of the map. Is he gonna do anything with them? You should probably be bringing them back right now, because that's unfortunate. The oft overlooked Franco-Turkish war of 1478. Pick has repulsed that raid, but this is just a case of this is the late game Age of Empires meta, where it comes down to who can afford the actual losses. And I think that the Franks they have a very secure economy. The Frank noob has not been. I don't think his economy has been raided the entire game. They've just been sitting here and farming peacefully this whole time. Let me see this from his perspective. I gotta see it from his perspective. He doesn't have much woods, or he doesn't have much of anything stockpiled, but that's probably because he's spending it right away. But still, like, that's just, his economy has been in full gear this whole time, never once disrupted. And he's definitely in a position to absorb those losses. He's definitely in a position to absorb all those losses. Pick is sending like something like 20 villagers to build a castle here. Defensive posture again. I'm wondering why he built it here and not here. At least cover this approach, because he knows that there's a military threat very close by. This is another lull in the fighting. Is this the final, the last breath before the final calamity? We'll see about that. But I'm really rooting for, not just because they're a Discord team, but I want to see some incredible comebacks. I want to see some incredible comebacks here. The only way I can see that working is if red and blue like pool all of their forces together in an attack on the yellow, like going straight for the economy. But even then, there's 1-2 castles here overlooking that economy. And then there's a second question: are they gonna be able to do it fast enough before the enemy team does that in turn? It looks like the only way they can win is if it's a race to the finish and they get there first. Because having more resources doesn't really matter if you can't convert it into a win. And we'll see if green and yellow can convert it into a win. And speaking of raiding and peace time and whatever, yeah, finally he's getting some sort of disruption here in his economy, but it's pretty small scale. It's like token almost, and I don't know if that's really... He has only 400 food, so I'm guessing it's not a welcome disruption. We'll be sitting to see if Heli can, if Bisham Menton, who is also Heli, can take advantage of that, can do something with that disruption. Because I don't think, yeah, green doesn't have as many castles. He has one castle here, but I don't think he has any castles in his settlement. So it's a long shot, but if Heli could get a decent sized army in here, he could really damage his economy beyond repair. He also managed to get his light cavalry into the back here towards Yellow's economy. I want to see this. Nuba's just advanced to the Imperial Age. I want to see this from with his Fog of War, from Heli's perspective. So he knows there's a castle here, and so he knows to avoid it. All right. And of course, there's always the relic victory. I'm not sure if anyone's. I haven't been following that part of the game right now, but I'm not sure if Discord team Red and Blue are taking that as an option. But it seems they are. There's one monk of the relic here. I think they might have they might have committed themselves to that option. And that's the end of Heli's raid. Now it does cause, these raids have caused a bit of disruption. That's quite a lot of villagers to disrupt, but at the same time, they just don't have the resources stockpiled, or maybe not. He has a decent amount of food and gold for a military, I think, and the Celts also have a pretty sizable force of knights. What's going on here? All right, we got a scorpion. We got a scorpion attacking one of the asses. It's gonna take a lot more than that to break Yellow's empire, but oh, and a castle. Never mind. I'm sorry, I missed that. There's a castle here. You know, I think what he needs right now is trebuchets, not battering rams. I know trebuchets are quite destructive. Yeah, they are very much, but it's probably a resource thing, or maybe I'm not sure. Do the Celts have access to trebuchets? Because I'm not an expert in the factions in this game. I know some factions lack certain units, so maybe Celts lack trebuchets. Somebody can fill me in on that. Meanwhile, the Teutons do have their trebuchet, and it's doing much better. It's doing more damage in this exchange, but Yeah, these Teutonic Knights lost the fight overall, maybe, but they've taken quite a few Celtic Knights with them. Holy crap. And finally we got some Janissaries here. Man, you know, Bisham Menton really came back from rock bottom. I'm seeing a lot of blue on the map here. But is it the last is it the last breath before defeat, or is it a rejuvenation of the Empire onto victory? Man, that's so sad. You were so close to destroying. You were so close to destroying that castle, and I really think they could have benefited from a few Turkish bombards. Maybe he's recuperating right now. He needs to finish off that castle, Leo. Come on. You were so damn close. What's going on here? I missed this. Okay. Pikemen. We got Frankish halberdiers, sorry. Pretty substantial force along with trebuchets. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There's 4 of them now and they're all unpacking. And unlike last time, I don't think Heli has much of a choice on where to migrate to unless they manage to demolish this castle. It's gonna be really funny if he manages to do 2 whole migrations. And the same guy. Got Janissaries and pikemen responding. Halberdiers running right towards the castle. Is this a gauntlet of death that they're running into right now? He hasn't scouted out this area, so he doesn't know what he's walking into. But they came out mostly intact. But Bisham Mountain, resource-wise, he has quite a lot. He has yeah, but wood is his bottleneck. But I don't know how valuable wood is. Well, it's definitely valuable for reseeding farms, but not for units, except for siege equipment, which he would probably need, especially bombards. So never mind. Yeah, wood is probably a big bottleneck on his end. But he realizes, he knows what great threat the trebuchets are posing right now. That's the end of his game, and he's putting everything here into getting rid of them. Look at that. Yeah, just look at them. Just one rock is enough to take out like 10% of this castle's health. It's insane. Way better than battering rams and at range as well. Yeah, that castle's not surviving. Sorry, Ellie. Sorry. You tried your best. You tried your best, Ellie. I know you did. Yeah, he tried repairing it. He tried repairing it over here. That is so sad, man. You were so close to getting rid of them. Their entire army withdrew. Or was destroyed, and yet that's sad. He lost his castle and he doesn't have the stone to replenish it. Like, where does he have stone here? He doesn't have any stone left to replenish to replace his castle. He must be kicking himself right now. The main component of his defense is completely gone. But hey, while I was looking at that, battering rams have come to life again and have destroyed the the Teutonic castle. Yo, if he can destroy these houses, that's like 7 or 8 houses here, and reduce the population cap for the Teutons, then I can see that's really hamstringing the yellow player's military. Like he can't replace his losses unless he actually puts the effort into harvesting all that wood. Let me see that from his perspective. Yeah, he does not have any wood left, so if somebody were to destroy his houses, he can't just readily replace them. And he's forced to fight with a smaller army. But of course, I have the benefit of seeing everyone's resources here, so it's different, but it's interesting seeing from my perspective how I have all the cards in my hand and I can see what's going on all sides of the map, of the match. Well, we got 2 red castles destroying yellow's fortifications, and then it's just an easy dash into his base. His castles are on the southeastern side. They're completely out of the way. And Pick is also slowly advancing into the into the Imperial Age. So I guess that's good. We've got another fight unfolding here. Frankish knights against Turkish janissaries. All right, here come the battering rams. He should have gone down that area. Come on, you have the cover of your castles. It really, I mean, I'm backseating over here, but wouldn't you send your battering rams down this area here where your castles are covering them, and where your enemy can't really respond? And here he has them. He's destroying the houses, like I said, so that's a good thing. In the long term, it could come to benefit him. You can see that yellow only has like 5 military units, 5 paladins, which is. They're pretty strong, a few paladins, but still. He's got 1 trebuchet, which is still pretty significant. Battering rams are getting torn apart by paladin and by Teutonic Knights. Well, that's yet another battering ram raid destroyed. But let's see what he can do with the Imperial Age. If the Imperial Age can endow him with any new weapons that can bring this game back. I think we're reaching a point where most of the resources are like getting exhausted. There's 1 gold mine here, but pretty much everything, yep. Even the wood is... There's still some clusters of trees, but gold, stone are running low, and then players are probably gonna have to rely on buying stuff from the market, and I'm curious to see how that works out. Yeah, this trebuchet, it's so deceptive how the incredible range on these things, man. You could also get a bunch of scorpions to destroy the trees. Like, you can knock down trees with scorpions. I've seen that before. That could be like a last or an unexpected way, sort of breaking through into yellow's base without having to go through the castle cluster. What is green doing here with his colony? Colonizing formerly Turkish lands. We got Turkish hussars. Winged hussars, for whatever reason, fighting on the Turkish side. Maybe they're Crimean Tatars or whatever. Or I know some of them may be war wings, I'm not sure. Well, that's 1 castle. That's like 2 castles destroyed on Discord team. Pretty damn painful. And he has a trebuchet. Never mind. So the Celts, or sorry, the Celts do have access to trebuchets. I was wondering that, considering the conspicuous lack of trebuchets from their side. Would have made more sense against all those castles rather than like, what, 15 battering rams at that point. It was getting kind of absurd. But anyway, he's yeah, he's got he's engaged in the trebuchet battle over here. He is engaged in the trebuchet battle, in the trebuchet duel, but that sucks. That sucks. He knew that the paladin were there though. He should have probably had his halberdiers closer by. And he's trying so hard to save us. This is so sad, man. That's so sad. He worked so hard for that, and it barely had. You could barely get anything out of it. Did he even manage to destroy any of these? I think maybe I think he destroyed 1 trebuchet, but there's still another 3 to go. Sorry, man. You tried. Halberdiers, green halberdiers advancing down the eastern front with a bunch of mangonels and trebuchets. Yeah, that's a lot of heavy equipment, and I predict that this is the final assault. I don't see why green would pull back here unless Heli has some massive trump card over here, like a military just hiding somewhere, but I can see everything. It doesn't have any. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it, Heli, Bishamans. And you had a good run, but And you stayed in there for your teammates, you Chad. But I think green is advancing further and further. It's like, where's the military? Is this it? And maybe he's also trying to avoid the castle, but his artillery is gonna destroy it completely. Yep, that's it, Heli. Sorry, man. Bisham Menton paid 2,100. Oh, he threw his gold and his food towards Pick. Oh, that's incredible, man. That he's really trying to give him like one last. He's trying to put some fuel in the tank for Pick. Let's see if Pick can now, you know, resource, convert the resources into an advantage. Can you do that, Pick? Can you do that, man? Can you do that, man? I want to see if you can do one for your teammate. If you can honor your teammate's sacrifice. He basically gave up his game for you, man. But then again, it's a very, very tall order. Though interestingly, Pick is higher in points compared to Douche, but significantly behind compared to Noob. I want to see if he can do anything. He's destroyed quite a bit of Douche's empire. And Douche doesn't seem to have much of a military. Like, he's not spending a lot on his military. He has like a few paladin and that's it. Oh, there it is. Oh, there we go. But green has already arrived at his base, and his base is not blocked off. He's not walled off, unfortunately. Oh, this sucks. Oh, that sucks to see. Yo, Red, you are on a timer right now. He's got a bunch of monks. Is he gonna use the monks? Is he gonna Wololo? Please, I want to see the Wololo. I need to see this Wololo. I need to see Wololo. Alright, that's one castle down. Great. If he could convert all these these cavaliers, I want to see how that's gonna go down. I will be paying attention to all of your careers with great interest. Oh, he's going for the trebuchets. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go on, but then the tower's gonna come and the castle's gonna come in, and the paladin. Yeah. Sorry, man. He sent them in too far ahead. What is he? Okay, well, I don't know if you want to be doing that, man, because you're just gonna let the paladin through like that happened last time. He's also sent in. I see red. Oh no, red are the buildings here. Yeah, that's the red I was seeing there. I thought there were more units. The fight's still going on here. Green has pulled back, I guess, or he's been slowed down significantly. That's interesting. And now Douche is slowly catching up to red in terms of points. I think that the Celts are losing this war of attrition, even with all the money and the with all the wood and with all the gold and the food that was given to them. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah, there's no. They got trebuchets right in their rear, just slowly tearing things down, including the castle. Bisham Menton has not left the game. He still has his monk here. Oh, he's still going around getting the relics. What is he doing with them? Is he just trying to deny it to the enemy? Like, where could you drop them off? What is he doing with... Oh. Okay. He's dropped 3... He just has these relics waiting here, and he's gonna try and do the relic victory. Okay, I guess. Man, if this ends in a relic victory for red and blue, that's gonna be so hilarious. Oh, he's gonna try. He's gonna try. And he built a town center right in red's backyard. Oh my god. So we have actually seen 3 migrations from the Turks in this. The last one is a pretty small one, but it still counts, I guess, by definition. Come on, man, drop it off in the monastery. Yeah, he dropped them all off. They've all been dropped off, but I don't see any relic victory counter. So I guess they still need more. Are there any more in the map? Are there any more in the map? I can't see. Okay, yeah, there's one here. Is that the only one? Yeah, I think that's the only one that hasn't been retrieved. Where's the Wololo? What, did I miss it? We got elite skirmishers incoming. That's a meaty force of elite skirmishers. Got a lot of battering rams here. He has a thing for them. On another axis, we got the paladins advancing. Bishamenten. Well, what's he saying lol about? Yeah, there are 3 relics here. Let me check the other monastery. There's 1 relic here. How are you two doing? How are you two doing over here? Shared space. And they've almost exhausted the wood supply as well. Holy crap, that takes effort. He says, I think I'm done for. Well, I can see the whole map. I have a I am here. I am the spectator here, and I can see all in this game, and I can tell you, yeah, you probably don't realize it, but you are pretty much heavily outmatched. I think it's safe to say you've been completely destroyed. He has these 5 monks here. I haven't seen any Wololo. Oh, he's sending in the hussars now to do what? It's purely symbolic right now. The whole sending cavalry forces into the enemy's base is just purely symbolic. It's just a middle finger to the opposition. That's what it is. What's he doing here? Is he scouting for the relic? He might actually be scouting for a relic here. Or no, he's gonna attack a villager. I told you, it's purely symbolic. It's pure. The whole thing is purely symbolic. And then the lumber camp is on fire, but everyone's like, you know what, this is fine. We'll keep working. It's better. It beats being on the front line, I guess. I'm just stoked for the last stand of the battering rams. I want to see the Celtic Empire go down in the last stand of battering rams. The legendary tale of the five battering rams. The all for one and one for all. I want to check what the resource situation is at this point. Yeah, nobody is stockpiling any resources though. To be fair, everything's been pretty much reduced to the entire game. Everything has been leveled. The trees, the mines, the mines, the berry orchards, everything has been absolutely destroyed. And there we go. Discord team has thrown in the towel finally. They went to the very end. And yeah, let's quit and see what the stats are like. Oh, Heli has really bad military score for whatever reason. I'm guessing because he didn't kill that many units. And economy and economy is pretty low. It makes sense considering he'd been destroyed like 3 times and you had to reset everything. Yeah, Noob is the one who carried the game. Like, come on, like that name, I told you, it was deception. There's no way you actually call yourself that and you are a noob. There's no way. Let's check the military stats. So units killed. Yeah, Bishal Menton lost quite a few more units than he killed. Though it makes sense considering most of them are probably villagers, the ones that were lost. Buildings lost 88. Okay, wow. Wow, okay, I don't see numbers that high. It was almost triple digits, man. You could have broken the record. Largest army was 34. You could fit 4 of Heli's armies into Noob's own military. Interestingly, Pick and Bishamanton have more gold gathered. They were also the first in the feudal age, and quite hilariously, that's the feudal age curse. You're the first in feudal age and end up losing the game. I want to see the timeline here. Yeah, you can just see, like, at this point, I think... And that's interesting. There was a point over here where they had... It looks like there was a point over here where they had a chance. Like, look at this military population over here. It was... Okay, there was a point where they might have had a chance. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and thank you so much to the players over here. Good games. And as I said, if you're a fan of these games, Age of Empires 2, whether it's HD or Definitive Edition, you can just hop onto Discord, and if you have any good replays, I'll be willing to cover them. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!